on.
Did you guys see the Planet of the Apes movie, the new one?
No.
No, is it good?
I haven't watched
Bro,
it yet, but
that
there's a new.
meme pisses me off.
I love that meme. I love that meme.
Oh
Which meme?
no!
Which meme?
Oh no! It's so
I love
funny,
it. I
man.
love it. I really love
Which
it.
meme? I'm so outside. I'm
It's
in the
like
cave. I don't see memes.
it's like a new meme. It uses a scene of the movie in which a monkey goes like, "Oh no, oh no!" It's just that, and he looks really funny. But then there's people that put over text on like a random photo, and they put the monkey like someplace on the screen, and
Yeah.
the text says something like, "When I've been hospitalized for something that was initially very small, like I don't know, I had a just a random thing, and then the whole Marvel cast walks in with a PS5. Oh, or when I saw another one. When I haven't shat, is that the past tense for shit?
Pooped.
When I haven't pooped, when I haven't pooped in a week, and I look up on Google like possible causes, and it says anal Alzheimer's disease. He goes like, "Oh, no. Just saying."
It is funny, man. It is
I
funny.
love it.
Some of the shit I've seen, I'm like, bro, how do you think of it? I think what's the one I saw? Oh no, that's a different one. Do you remember the Beetlejuice meme? Where it's
Yeah,
like,
I
where
remember
it's
Beetlejuice.
Plug.
like, he's like, "What you doing?" He's like, "Nothing, just hanging around." Right?
I love that guy.
I saw that, right?
Oh,
And that was over this thing. I mean, do you guys used to play Call of Duty as kids?
No, I mean Warzone just recently. It's not the same.
Martin, if I could, oh, you wouldn't get this. Don't worry about it. Wow, it's depressing, bro.
that
But
guy's so funny.
So
yeah,
funny. Beetlejuice. He's like, what color's a carrot? He's like, a carrot? 20 pounds. I'm like, what the fuck? They ask, I feel
what's his
bad for him, man.
what's his
Like, they're actually
catchphrase?
just taking the piss out of him. Like, they asked him, like, how do you spell BMW? He comes up with random shit. Like, yeah.
What would he say?
I don't know. What did he say to that one? He's like, they were like, oh yeah, what? How do you spell BMW? He's like, and they're like, oh, LGA. I'm like, what? He
I
just,
don't get it.
I think it's just the confidence. No, because he's got a learning disability, or
Oh,
he's got like a mental disability. But like, he just says, like, he will answer you with full confidence, like that he's right, but it's just completely wrong. Um,
I just
yeah,
love the memes culture that we live in. It's so funny.
it is funny.
which
Yeah.
one?
The memes culture.
Ah, yeah. Anyways,
That's it.
Martin, you had
A
the top.
podcast idea.
Yeah, so today I was talking to a friend who recently got engaged, and he started looking for places to like do the marriage. Um, and well, they starting like planning the wedding and everything. Uh, and he started talking to me about how expensive it is. They're going to spend about 50 grand in the wedding, so it's like a huge expense.
50 like USD?
Yeah, euros. Yeah,
Euros. Okay, that's even more.
it's yeah.
Is it
I'm approximating. The
50,000,
thing
sure.
is, it just made me realize first that one day I want to get married, so one day I have to incur in the same expense, and it made me realize on how good it is for me being so young to be around like older people because I can see the problems that they have at their stages of life, how they solve it, and make me prepare for that. Because when I
Yeah,
heard that 50 grand in the wedding, I was like, oh, okay, one day I want to get married, and that's an expense I don't have. I never had into account, and it's a big expense. It's almost like the down
massive.
payment for a house, even more maybe.
Yeah.
Um, And I see the same, for example, with I see people that work with me that are not my age, but I still compare to them, and they're like buying houses, and of course they've been saving for years, and they're in a couple, so they're able to even split the expenses. But at the same time, they're buying houses and apartments, and I
Mm,
compare to them, and I say, oh, I how how am I not buying an apartment and a house? And that's a good thing because it like pressures me to want that and find ways to achieve that. So I'm already like looking at apartments, prices, comparing them, seeing ways so I can like achieve getting enough money for a down payment and stuff like that. And I'm so young, but I'm exposed to older people problems, and that I'm like I don't know. I find that so
mm,
good, and I was wondering if you guys experienced anything similar to that in your lives.
mm. Santiago?
Yeah, I feel like I've always gravitated to older people, in every sense. No, but seriously,
Is your
I've always-
girlfriend older?
a month, but I've never dated a girl that's younger than me. If that goes for anything,
Wow.
um, I've always gravitated to older people in the sense that I've always wanted to work when I'm in uni, and I've always wanted to like be in those spaces, or when my parents invite people over, I like to be in in the dinner table talking with them. Um, I feel like there's people our age that shut down in those scenarios and just don't want to hear about it, or really want to feel like you need to disconnect from that to enjoy uh your time in university or something. Well, while I think that what you said, Martin, is extremely valuable to like learn from them. I really consider that they're more sabios. They're more like they're more knowledgeable. They know more.
Wisdom,
They've gone through.
wise.
They're more. Yeah, they're wisdom. They're more wise. They're wiser. Um, they're wiser. And I think that's why they respect them. Like, and that's like an extreme example, but in China or those Asian countries, they respect the other elderly so much because everyone has a predisposition to think that because they've gone through so much that you can learn from
Mm,
them a lot. And I think
mm.
I agree with that. Whenever like talk with even a very old person, I feel like I have so much to learn from them. They have a whole life behind them. It's,
But do you feel the presence of those people pressure you
oh,
to like solve problems that you shouldn't probably be solving right now because you're still young? But
eh,
not in a bad way necessarily.
I think that uh not in a bad way. I think I'm at my own pace right now. I don't feel like pressured to. Maybe that's a bad thing, but um, mm, I'm trying to think of your example, and I think if I would do the same right now. I just think I don't have the means. Like I'm not earning as
I
much
don't
as
have the means.
I'm not earning as much as a software engineer, so I don't. I, I could be saving up, and I am saving up, but I don't see it as like I can't even think of like those expenses that you said, for example, like for now
But
at this.
it's the same for me. Like I can save money, but I'm still far away from getting the amount of the down payment for a house, and I'm
Really?
comparing myself to couples
How much do you need for a
that
down payment for a
can
house?
share the mortgage between two people, and that also have like years and years working and have been saving for years. But I'm still comparing myself to them. Like how am I not able to? And I'm starting to like think of ways how can I achieve that. So I think that's the good part.
I think that's
How
so
much do you need for a
healthy.
down payment for a house?
At least 20%, 30%.
20%, surely. So in Australia, usually it's 20%.
plus taxes, plus
Yeah, but
what's
how
the
much is a
rest?
house
So less than 300, 400, you're not gonna find anything.
in the city, or
Yeah.
like where? Like half an
In
hour out?
Madrid.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
half an hour out of
wherever,
the city
wherever.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but houses in Madrid are so scarce. You would never buy a house in Madrid, would you?
No,
In the
no,
whole,
or an apartment.
and that's
Like,
also 300, 400.
yeah, yeah, but bare minimum, like something that's okay, something that you could live in, but it's not something fancy either.
For an
It's just
apartment as well. Far out. European house prices are just crazy. I mean, so is Australian. Like, if you were going to buy a decent house, I mean, but a lot of people in Australia live very far out of the city. So if I was going to buy a house, I'd buy a house that's about 50 minutes out of the city, 40 minutes out of the city for like 500 grand Australian, which is like 300,000 euro or something. But
how,
that
how
in,
much is
yeah,
how much is it?
500,000 Australian.
So that's like 25, 250 euros approx.
More.
I don't know the conversion. I think it's 1.77 AUD to
So
euros.
you turned off your camera.
Yeah, I know. It's 0.61. So it's roughly 275 ish.
Three 300, okay. So it's about the
300.
same. It's about the same,
Yeah.
but you should consider that wages in Australia are way better than here.
Yeah, way higher. So like
Way,
for
way, way
example,
higher.
like yeah. Like I could save for a house within like if I spent well within like 3 years. Like for a deposit. Like that's not
And Santi,
I don't know.
if you say about
Yeah.
saving, like maybe I do earn more, but I also spend way more, I think. And I think at the end, if you count net savings, we're probably about the same. If not, you can save a little bit more because I do expect spend a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah, man. I love to travel. Uh, I love food. I love sports. Sports are expensive. Races are expensive. Uh, Equipment is expensive. I go to French classes. I pay for books. I spend a lot of money. I
You go
also
to the
save. I also save,
you go to the
but I don't.
casino.
Nah, I don't go much to the casino. I don't. I think I've never gone by myself.
So do you guys invest your money?
Yep.
I mean, I have all my money in like stocks, but
Good.
it's like not risky. It's like 10% annual or something.
That's
I have all my money.
fantastic. 10% per year. That's great.
I have all my money in fintech. I told you about it. Check.
Oh yeah. How's that going?
I I just checked before this. I hadn't checked in like 3 weeks, and before I had lost like $400, and now I'm like only $90 down. So I think there's been like a big.
Yeah.
Apparently, I asked a friend, and apparently, I put it all in when the dollar was like dropping.
Okay.
That's the other thing, Chavi. You said you could save for a house in 3 years.
Yeah.
And the thing for me is like I still think maybe I want to rush it too much, but for me 3 years is a lot of time. I think 3 years ago I was barely starting to work.
Yeah.
Uh, so I think waiting 3 years from now it's going to be a long time. I should have it now, and again I don't see it as a bad thing because I'm starting to
Yeah.
think, okay, how can I actually manage to get the money for a down payment and pay it month by month.
Yeah.
And I think if everything goes according to plan, I'll be able to buy a place by the end of this year. So I don't see
How?
this as
You
a
just
bad
save
thing.
every dollar ever. Like you just stop going to French class and all that kind of shit. or are you gonna work harder or work more? Like, what's the go?
Um,
Because either
I'm
you
gonna
increase the
save
top dollar, increase the top, or decrease the bottom. That's the only way you can do it. You know,
or both, but yeah.
or both.
So,
Yeah,
but there's something I remember a lot. I don't know if you've read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Did you
no, I
read that,
haven't.
Chavi?
Nah.
Did you something?
No.
That's an amazing book. And one thing that one of the first things he says in that book is like, um, mid class people see something expensive and they say I can't afford it. Rich people see something expensive and they think how can I afford it? And I think that
Mm.
I read that book and that stick to me, and because of that, I think when this situation has been happening on my life lately, that's how I've been thinking
Mm.
about it. How can I afford that instead of I can't afford that?
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. And yeah,
Wow.
I already think like that, to be quite honest. So
I think the opposite way. I just proved it by saying I can't even think of like a wedding like that now because I can't afford it.
It's a
mm,
good book. I really recommend it. I think it can changes the way you think about personal finances or finances in general, but it's more like it's not technical. It's more about how you see your own finances and how you should
yeah.
approach life to have better finance. It's a
Mm,
good book. It's a really good book, and it's short, so you can read it pretty quickly.
mm,
But yeah, amazing book.
yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know, I've always approached personal finance pretty well. Like, I think a lot of people talk to me about Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but the funny, like, I already think a lot of those thoughts.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
reckon. My dad is a
So
financial planner, so it's a bit of a hack.
yeah,
Like,
I
yeah,
remember when I was reading it, I would think, oh, I already thought that, but I didn't have the words to explain it in that way.
yeah,
Like I had
correct.
that conception, but the book gave me
Mm,
the like words to explain it in a more
yeah,
specific manner.
yeah.
Good book.
Um, but no, I've only heard good things about it. Yeah, but no, that's good. I mean, yeah, like, look, another Rich Dad, Poor Dad thing. I don't know if he says it or not. But he probably does. Is like, you gotta learn to spend money. Like, rich people don't. It's not about not spending money. It's about how you spend it, which is the key thing. In what projects, in what things. Like, for me personally, like, I think at this age, the best investment for us to make is in education. Like, spend money on it. Like, spend bucket loads if you can. Um, get like coaches, mentors, and that's why I love the chat we were talking about before. We're talking about how we can learn from those above us. Well, what I'm currently doing is I'm looking for mentors, and I'm going to pay them to be either like business coach or mental coach or I don't know, spiritual coach, whatever, to progress and to educate me, so I don't have to go through all that annoyances, or like I don't have to reinvent the wheel of life of people that I already like want to aspire to become like. Um, but that's for me personally. When I was reading Tim Ferriss's book, Tim's Tools of the Titans. Most people that are extremely successful point back to their early 20s and said, this course, this person I was around, this lessons that these people taught me is what made me who I am today. You
Yeah,
know, so I mean, yeah, for me, but like I think holding off on like I love the idea of buying a house and getting it quickly and whatever. That's great, but like learning how to maximize your own potential, especially at this young raw age, that's like
of course. Yeah. Actually,
spend.
one of the
Yeah,
first things, one of the main things uh, he says in the book is like one of the biggest mistakes people make is buy a house as soon as they can, because
mm-hmm.
you like put yourself
You
first
lock yourself
in a
in
situation.
to
Yeah,
that
that's the
investment.
thing.
It's
You lock
like
yourself in.
that's not the best investment. Like it's just not. Yeah, sure, it's geared and sure whatever, but like there's so much like and this is what oh man, I say this to my friends. They're just trying to make so much money on shares and stocks, and then they want to buy a house. I'm like, guys, like you're still like you're not even an efficient leader. You're not even a business creator yet. You're not even a how the heck are you gonna like grow out of this bubble? You know? How the heck are you gonna achieve your dreams? You know? Like you gotta grow your own like personal cash flow. Get yourself out of a job and into ownership first, and then let's talk about all these crazy dreams you have of buying shit and whatever. But it's just wild the way people think. Wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
What,
I'm
what,
yeah. Sorry,
why
Joseph.
is there a, I just don't, maybe it's the country I live in, but I see no rush in buying houses, either for my friends or myself. I don't see the need. I don't picture myself buying a house anytime soon. What's the rush?
No, I don't
I
think
don't
there is
think
a
there's a
rush.
rush. I
Yeah.
think so. From my point of view, for me, I'm paying out a lot of money each month just to live here without getting anything in return. I just pay it, and that practically goes to waste. Goes to the landlord, but for me, it's nothing. I just pay it and goes to waste. If I could pay the same amount but get a property in return, for me, that's a win. Um, of course, that would imply paying first the down payment for the mortgage, but then month by month, I would be getting a property in return. If then I ever decide to leave, I can always rent the property and still make money out of it. So it's not that it's always bad idea to buy a house. It's only that people don't think about it and how that can actually be beneficial or not. Um, so what's the rush? There's no rush.
Mm,
Again, I'm 21 years old and I shouldn't be worrying about buying a house. But I live constantly around 28-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 35-year-olds that are talking about these things, have been saving for years,
mm,
decades, have a partner to share these expenses with, and of course they're more able to like achieve that. But because I'm surrounded with them and they tell me their plans and how they do things and stuff like that, I'm already starting to think about it. But I think it's 100% okay to not have that rush right now.
I think it's a good thought though. I think it's good to like have a semi plan there at least. Like, well, look, your plan could change so much. Like, you could go to France soon. You could go to whatever. Like, you
Yeah.
know, which I think you know. But like having some, at least an intention to like, okay, like I want to save up or I want to like build my portfolio of wealth to eventually put that towards a house. I think that's a good idea. Like I'm similar. Um, you know, yeah. Like most of my investments are shares or myself. That's it. There's no other investments currently.
No?
Um, no, I can't afford it. Like I could, but it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense at the current time to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, of
So
course.
yeah, it just makes sense to keep on reinvesting into myself, keep on growing in the business. Like I'm becoming a qualified financial planner, then like my wage is going to jump, you know, and then I'm going to be able to delegate to people. I'm going to be able to build teams. I'm going to be able to make my own sales. Wage is going to jump again, you know, and then again and again. So like, yeah, the investment into my own career, or like, and that's what I'm kind of saying to you guys as well. Like, that's an awesome place to invest because that's like
I agree.
yearly cash flows. That's just so strong, you know.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. There's nothing better.
Yep. Yep. Mm. What
But
about
yeah,
what
the
do you
other
think?
thing is
Yeah.
what I always picture myself, okay, one day I'll get married and didn't even think about that. Okay, whenever I get married, there's going
Mm.
to be a big expense coming.
A wedding. Oh,
But everyone knows the bride's dad pays the whole thing. Nah,
the what?
I'm just kidding. But you see that in movies. I've always thought it's like me and whoever I'm getting married to pays it, but I always see movies that the dad pays the whole thing. The bride's dad. Haven't you seen
Yeah,
it?
Wow.
but nowadays I cannot assume that the dad of my future wife will pay it.
Exactly.
Are you
And
saying that on my dates I go on, I should be asking every girl, be like, hey, like, is your dad wealthy or is he not?
is he willing? Yeah.
Is he
I think
wealthy?
just though.
Can he pay for a wedding? If not, let's stop talking now.
One of the bunch.
One of the bunch sheep.
And I think that happens every time
Oh, that's
less.
so funny.
Yeah, I think it must be an old tradition. Oh, but also another thing to take in, I think I saw a meme the other day. This is a horrible source, but there was a meme that said like when you just had your wedding and your gift like the value of the gifts they got you surpasses the amount you spent on the wedding, and I think that might be a thing. I think that might be like that might happen.
What?
But
Like
yeah,
the
but it still means that you need to pay that amount of money on front for stuff that you might not want.
Yeah, right.
yeah, but yeah, but that's why they are like gift list for. I know it's not the same.
But you cannot get the cash out. You can use all that credit to buy
Well,
stuff within that store.
you can sell it everything they give you. I know it's like a bad way of thinking about it, but it's not like buying a house. Well, yeah, because the house you can. No, but yeah, you can sell the house. Anyways, I
It's
think
crazy how expensive a wedding is, man. Like in
It's
Australia,
crazy.
people spend $150,000, $160,000, $70,000. I mean,
what I'm
nearly
saying,
200
like,
grand.
the gifts
What?
might be just enough to like pay you back in a sense.
Wait, what? Who?
The gifts.
Oh, the gifts. Nah, no way.
That's
No way.
if everyone gives you a gift worth more than whatever meal they had.
Yeah, but the meal is usually at least 200 per person. You're
Yeah,
not
200 per
getting
person.
plus
Yeah.
$200
There's
gift
no
from
way
everyone.
you're paying 200 per meal.
100%, man.
Well,
100.
depends where. Depends where. Maybe in Chile you can pay less, but
Yeah.
here
In
that's the
Australia, it's
price.
more. So in Australia, people will usually give you $200 for a wedding, but you'll be paying $500 per person, Australian. So like, yeah,
300.
so 300 euros
Because
easily.
it's not only the meal, it's also the drinks, it's also the people that serves you everything.
Oh,
It's
the
also
flowers. You know how expensive flowers are? It's
but that
ridiculous.
and that's an
It's a
expense apart.
sin. Huh?
That's an expense apart from the per person price.
I know. Yeah, but like
You pay for
technically you
the
do it all
place,
per
you pay for
person.
the flowers, you
It's
pay
wedding
300 per
wedding per
person, you
capita,
pay.
it's $600, man. Wedding per capita.
Uh, I don't know, but it doesn't surprise me at all that Chavi would know how much flowers are. I don't know why.
Flowers are expensive. Then there's what else is like crazy expensive? That just the band. If you get a band, if you get a DJ, like there's alcohol. And then there's like sometimes you have to pay the church depending on what church. Some churches don't charge, and then some charge like a couple grand. It's just like what? Stupid.
Then if you do it, then sometimes you need to pay for flights for people that close people that live far, if they're not able to,
Yeah.
like hotels.
Oh yeah. Accommodation. That's fucked up. That's so expensive, man. And my sister's doing that. So she's paying for people's accommodation.
Yeah, when is she getting
Yeah.
married?
She's having her wedding in March next year.
Is it going to be fun?
Oh, hell yeah. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so
Are you
excited.
close to the husband?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah?
guess. I mean, not like, I mean, he lives in Saudi
Would you go in
Arabia.
the bachelor party?
Huh?
Would you go in the bachelor party?
Oh, hell yeah. I'll be going to the bachelor party.
Yeah?
Yeah. Friggin' oath. I'm going to another
I'm
bachelor party, actually. I'm going to a bachelor party in Bali. Um, yeah, in like
well,
September for a
you
cousin's
say
wedding.
that and I can only think of the Hangover movie.
Yeah. That's probably what it's going to be like, actually. Yeah.
I'm so excited. If there's one event I look forward in my like far future, it's my bachelor party.
Thought you were gonna
Yeah.
say it's Chile, going back and then us going out partying. That sounds great.
I I I've never been to one, and I also like really want to go to a bachelor's party.
Fun, man.
I
So
think
much
there's a lot of ways to have it though. It can be like sometimes I've heard a lot of ones that are very chill. And I think with time they've become like a lot like more relaxed than before. They were like, how could there not be girls there? Like,
I reckon it depends on the person.
I don't care about girls. I just want the boys doing crazy shit.
Yes, I'm the same. I actually like the less women, the better. Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the
I
guys
want
just having
a
the
lot of
best times.
testosterone, doing
Yep,
just crazy shit.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
breaking stuff with
Oh,
costumes around the
100%.
city.
100%.
my I saw like a video of a bachelor party in which the guys in the video rented a dwarf.
What?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That can't, you shouldn't be able to rent a dwarf, man. That's fucked up.
And he would be like the guy serving them, and the dwarf would go around.
I would love that. I would love that.
Nah, man.
No, yeah,
And then you dress him up as a minion.
fuck, man.
Okay, you guys gonna see push-ups.
Okay, let's go.
The whole world's watching.
Technically, I've been doing 140, but I have to do 141 every day. So I'm gonna do 30. So that's like each day done. If that makes sense.
I didn't get it.
That makes sense.
Okay, are you challenging me?
Yeah.
Come on, Santi.
30. Oh yeah. Bang. Yeah, go Martin. You don't know me. You don't know me.
You don't know me, son.
You don't know me.
son. You don't know me, son.
How'd you go?
Okay, boys.
How good are push-ups for day-to-day growth?
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Push-ups are great for you.
you can just do them before sleep. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Hey,
Chest for your arm.
do you need to get going, Martin?
Yeah, soon. So I think it was a great activity to close today.
Wait, I need to show you
What's
guys.
his name?
Chai.
Oh, look.
Guy.
Chai. Oh. Chai, it's your Chilean brother. Come here. Hey.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't.
Oh.
He has no idea you guys are there. You could say his name. Go say Chai.
Chai!
Chai.
Chai!
No.
Chai! Chai! Chai!
He doesn't register the phone.
Here, I wanted to show you the guitar that's waiting for you guys in Chile. I bought it this week.
Is it? Does it feel good?
It's incredible. I love it. That's what I'm wasting my money on, and I love it.
That's a great waste of money.
It sounds incredible, and I've been playing guitar. Yeah. Anyways, it's waiting for you. When you
Dude,
come.
I've been playing a lot of guitar as well. I'm getting better, man.
Nice,
You
man.
got
Guys, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah. As always.
See you guys.
Catch you later.